This is a short video to look at the evolution of the design of the Seiko Diver in its earliest days. I'm not going to look at Seiko divers after 1973, so we're just looking at the first 7 years of the Seiko dive watch design. Obviously, it all starts out with the Seiko 62 Mars with its iconic design with the crown at 3 o'clock and its lugs that just are extend out. You can clearly see the straight line there. It has very clearly defined lugs. All the edges are straight. Let me see how I can get this focused. Let's get some of these watches out of here. So yes, the lugs, as you can see, are these flat lugs with flat polishing, a signed crown, a fairly large crown, and then in 1968, Seiko replaces the 62 Mars with the 6217. Same movement, that's why the same caliber, they have the same names. And this watch is really the progenitor of all modern day Seiko dive watches. So the first big change that you see is now you have the crown at the 4 o'clock position. The beautiful thing about that is it's a lot more smoother. It does not stick out as it used to with the 62 Mars. You have a tonneau case. So whereas the 62 Mars, you have a rounded case, the bezel is the thing that sticks out on that edge. Here the bezel is actually protected on all sides by the case jutting out. Now this, remember, is a slightly asymmetrical design. The thing is much larger on one side than it's on the other. And the most asymmetric of this, and I think the most iconic of this 6217 design, is the Willard model, or the Uemura one that goes to the mountains and the polar regions. Even though in the US everybody knows this as the Willard. So that has a crown guard. This does not have a crown guard. I personally like this model more because I think this tonneau case is very iconic of designs from the late 60s. In fact, you see the same case design on my World Navigator. You'd realize it has the exact same case design. And the Omega Speedmaster Mark II has the same case design. Most watches by the late 60s are adopting the tonneau case design, which is a big change from the lugs that this had. And then finally you have the evolution of that tonneau case design in the iconic Seiko Turtle. This comes out in 1973. So 65 to 68, 68 to 72, and then the turtle, which is now the turtle contains again the same elements, the crown at 6 o'clock, at 4 o'clock, but it has a much more robust edges. You can clearly see how it has a multi-dimensionality about its surfaces. It no longer has these flat surfaces that Seikos are having, because obviously tooling has improved by the 1970s. Seiko has more money, they can afford to invest in better machines for tooling, and now you have these beautiful organic rounded features on this watch that just, I know I'm using a modern day turtle because I just don't know where my 73 turtle is. So anyway, and really with this watch, these three watches are really the epitome of the Seiko dive watch collection, of any vintage Seiko dive watch collection. And you can see how they are important because every single reissue it really started with the 62 Mars. So then Seiko decided that, well, we like that watch so much, let's reissue that. Then they reissued the Willard, and now I think they're also coming up with a turtle reissue. So These three watches are the Trinity of Seiko vintage watches. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to hit like and subscribe. And I will see you on another video.